Brakatah Yahawah, Brakatah Yahawashi, Brakatah Yahawah, Brakatah Yahawashi, Brakatah Yahawah, Brakatah Yahawashi. We give all praises to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bashem Rakak Kwadash, double honors to the apostles that rule well. Salutations to the brothers in the four corners of earth, pushing this truth and sincerity. Pushing what? Truth and sincerity. This picture's right here where Antiochus, one of Antiochus' men, got a blade to this brother neck, and this supposed to be a representation of one of the brothers that's in Second Maccabees chapter 7, when the seven brothers got killed and the mother had to watch her sons get tortured, man. Right? The mother had to watch of her sons get tortured by the order of Antiochus, fucking devil. Right? So the name of this video, Thawadah Yahawah, why Yahawashi, that we have the resurrection to life. That we have the resurrection to life. So I'm gonna read an account of Lazarus. All right, I'm not gonna read this whole thing, but I'm gonna read part of it. How Lazarus got life again through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahawashi. Yeah, yep, Yahawashi gave him life again, right? And we know that Yahawashi is the resurrection to life, man. And Thawadah Yahawah, that we have him, right? And unfortunately, 2/3 is going to have to be eradicated, but they're going to come back in their right state of mind, right? And they all going to be saved. All Israel is going to be saved according to the scriptures, right? Now, we're going to go to John 11:21 through 43, but we're not going to read the whole thing. I'm going to read the key points. This is the NIV. Lord, Martha said to Yahawashi, if you have been here, my brother would not have died. But I know that even now Yahweh will give you whatever you ask. Yahawashi said to her, your brother will rise again. All right? Your brother will rise again. Martha answered, I know he will rise again in the resurrection at the last days. So Lazarus is here today, right? Yahawashi said, verse 25, Yahawashi said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. I'm going to repeat. I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die. And whoever lives by believing in me will never die. Do you believe this? Yes, Lord, she replied. I believe that you are the Messiah, the Son of Yahweh, who is come into the world. So I'm going to jump all the way to 38. This one right here is Yahawashi raises Lazarus from the dead. Yahawashi, once more deeply moved, came to the tomb. It was a cave with a stone lay across the entrance. Take away the stone, he said. But Lord, said Martha, the sister of the dead man, by this time there is a bad odor, for he has been there 4 days. Then Yahushua said, did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of Yahweh? So they took away the stone. Then Yahushua looked up and said, Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I knew that you always hear me, but I said this for the benefit of the people standing here, that they may believe that you sent me. So how can Yahweh and Yahushua be the same? They are two different entities. And Yahushua sit on the right hand of who? Of Yahweh. Right? These wacky tacky Christians don't read this in church. These wacky tacky Christians don't read this in church. That's why the scripture said, blessed is he who readeth, man. Right? Is they just they gather themselves in these harlot houses and just listen to a flaming fairy in a pulpit just preach on for hours and no scriptures come out. But going back to 43, when he had said this, Yahushua called in a loud voice, Lazarus, come out. And yet brothers know the rest of the story. He came out, right? But going into John 11, 25. So let's go into to the blue letter, right? Let's go into the blue letter. So this is John 11, 25. G 386, 386. G 386. Let's go into that word, right? So Greek, right?
Strong's G 386. Anastasis. Anastasis.
Anastasis. All right, so let's look up the meaning, man. Let's look up the meaning. So anastasis, a raising up, rising, a rising from the dead, that of Mashiach, that of all men at the end of this present age, the resurrection of a certain one's history who were restored to life. Right? Look at A. That of Mashiach. That of Mashiach. A rising from the dead. Right? So let's go further down. It said Anastasius from G 450, a standing up again, literally a resurrection from death, right? Individual, genitive, case, or by implication is author, or figuratively a moral recovery of spiritual truth. And us brothers, we was once dead like Lazarus. And when, like I said, Lazarus and the rich man, Lazarus represent us. We was once dead, but we got that spiritual truth. We was raised to life again. By what? By what? By this word right here, man. We was raised by this word through the spirit of Yahawashi B'Shem Yashai. Resurrection, rise from the dead. That should rise again, right? So now, when you go into uh, hold on a second. Okay, so let's go to First Thessalonians 4:16 through 17. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of Yahawah. And the dead in Mashiach shall rise first. So all the brothers, Mashiach, that died in the name of Yahawashi B'Shem Yashai, right? Then they're going to rise first, right? Then which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet Yahushua in the air. And so shall we ever be with the Lord, Yahushua, right? So that's why the scripture right here, it said, Yahushua said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die. And whosoever lives by believing in me will never die. Do you believe this? Right? So it said the ones who believes in me will live, even though they died. So then we just read that account. 1 Thessalonians 4:16 through 17. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of Yahweh, and the dead in Mashiach shall rise first, even though they died. Right? Then which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, right? Adawan, in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. That's right. Okay. So let's go to Romans 6, 3 through 5. This is the NKJV, right? It said, or do you know, or do you not know that as many of us was baptized into Yahushua Mashiach, were baptized into his death? Therefore, we were buried with him through baptism into death, that just as Mashiach was raised from the dead by the glory of the Father, even so we also should walk in the newness of life. For if we have been united together in the likeness of his death, certainly we also shall be in the likeness of his resurrection. That's right. So we should be in the likeness of his what? Of his resurrection, because we walk in the newness of this life, right? Because we've been baptized. We've been baptized by what? By the word, man. We've been baptized by the word. Here we go. Let me prove it. This is 1 Peter 3:21-22. And that, this is the NALV, the New Living Translation, right? And that water is a picture of baptism, which now saves you, not by the removing dirt from your body, but as a response to Yahawah from a clean conscience. It is effective because of the resurrection of Yahawashi Mashiach. Let me repeat that again. And that the water is a picture of baptism, which now saves you, not by the removing the dirt from your body, but a response to Yahawah from a clean conscience is effective because of the resurrection of Yahawashi Mashiach. Now, Mashiach has gone to heaven. He is seated in the place of honor next to Yahawah, two different entities, right? Next to Yahawah, right? Anyway, and all the angels and authority and powers accept his authority, right? There we go. So we've been renewed, right? Renewness to life, right? By the resurrection through Yahawashi Mashiach, man. All right? Because what he said, John 11:25, Yahawashi said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. When you go to G386, what it said, a rising from the dead, that of Mashiach. All right. So when one of the boys got mangled in second Maccabees, Esau don't have no resurrection to life. Right? Esau don't have no resurrection to life. He don't have Yahawashi Mashiach. Yahawashi Mashiach don't give a damn about these damn heathens, man. Right? Second Maccabees 7:13-14. After he had died, right, the soldiers tortured the fourth one in the same cruel way. But his final words were, I am glad to die at your hands, because we have the assurance that Yahawah would raise us from the dead. Right? Then I had read that account in 1 Thessalonians 4. Right? It said, because we have the assurance that Yahawah will raise us from death, but there would be no resurrection to life for you, Antiochus. So Antiochus was an Edomite. He don't have the resurrection to life. He don't have Mashiach, right? We, only the nation of Israel, have Yahweh Shem Yahawashi. He don't care, because the Most High said they are what? They are like a drop in a bucket, right? They are like spittle, right? So the other nations, especially Esau, they are like spittle. They are like spit, man. The Most High don't give a damn about them, right? But there would be no resurrection to life for you, Antiochus, right? So in the kingdom, so-called white man is going to serve us for 1,000 years. So after the 1,000 years, Esau and the descendant is going to be obliterated. Thus says Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. All right? So, hey, once again, Thawadah Yahawah, Yahawashi, that we have the resurrection to life. Esau, you finished, man. You finished. You done. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you have to do, man. Do what you have to do, man, so we could go home, man. Stop pussyfooting. Come on. Speed this up. Let's go. Come on. The kingdom is around the corner, man. Once again, Thawadah Yahawah, Wa Yahawashi, that we have the resurrection to life. So we give all Kal Halayim Yahawah B'Shem Yahushua. All right? Death to America, death to Esau, death to the 2/3 and the heathens. See you on the next video. Shalom.